Hi, and welcome to Underground Video Network's Behind the Counter. This episode, Free Comic Book Day 2013. Stay tuned. Hi, and welcome back to Underground Video Network Behind the Counter. I am Michael Boroff. This gentleman here is Richard Catterjohn.
Hello.
It's that time of year again, everybody. Free Comic Book Day.
The clock's ticking down. It's going to be in a couple weeks,
Dude.
actually.
Oh, God, it snuck up on me this year. It was like, what do you mean Free Comic Book Days in like a couple... Oh my God, it's the end of June. Holy smokes, I have no plans yet. That got remedied really quick.
Yeah, it's been a tradition. You know, we've been covering Free Comic Book Day since basically the first one that was held here in Lima. And we actually filmed from the basement, the Comic Connection.
Yes, right, yeah.
See, that was Robert and Dave did that.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, for anybody that doesn't know what Free Comic Book Days is, you've obviously clicked on the wrong link. The Home Guardian channel is probably a download or two that way. But if you don't know, Free Comic Book Day is just what it sounds. It's a day of just awesomeness and free comic books.
It gets you to come out to your local comic book store.
Yes.
Just go online, find your local comic store, come on out. Almost every store is doing something.
Yes.
They have the comic books so that you can pick it up. There's a certain amount that's free, and that's what we're going to review here. We're going to go over this year's assortment of comics that's available.
Yeah, don't mistake us when we say Free Comic Book Day. It's not a day where you can just walk into a comic book store and go. There are some special, very choice comic books that are released on Free Comic Book Day.
Yeah, the big guys do specifically marketing. I mean, DC usually does the tie-in with their summer event. Marvel highlights what's going on in the movie theaters. Everybody else just does it to get you to buy their books, and so it is a marketing tool, but it's all fun. And
it's I referred to it before as Nerd Christmas, and it really is. We wait all year long for it. The day before, we just, Free Comic Book Day is tomorrow, and then
what's good about the day before is you usually get a brand new Marvel movie.
That's true. Yes, they always seem to coincide. It's just like,
and this year is Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
So it's all going to be fun. This year is going to be big.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be huge, and not only that, it just keeps getting bigger every year. Word of mouth, the internet, just love it so much. It's gone from the days of the comic book stores putting a table out with the free books to what rivals some conventions.
Yeah, little mini shows is what I always say.
Yes, exactly.
I know. Well, let's talk about the books.
Yeah, let's hit the books. That's the reason why you're coming. Free comics. What comics?
We got Valiant's got 2 issues out this year. The Tick is back with New England Comics. He's out every year. Yes. This is your way you get your Tick, fixed.
Boom! Oh, I love the Tick. That will be on my,
2000 AD's got a sampling out this year. Atomic Robo through Red 5 Comics has got a sampling. I mean, everybody's got a sampling these days. Yeah, Top Shelf has got sampling out for a kids fair. So a lot of these are really kids friendly. I mean, that's how they set these up.
Yes, exactly. And that's one of the things that they stress during Free Comic Books Days, that comic books still is and will always be a multi-age, old people, young people.
Yeah, like an all-age friendly
Yes,
event.
exactly. Don't pigeonhole it to. There's like almost like 2 groups of people outside the people who read comic books, who have the idea of comic books is it's either just for children or, oh my God, they're so graphic that I couldn't.
It's for the readers of Sega.
Yes, exactly. No, there's something literally out there for everybody, and Free Comic Book Days is one of the best examples of them emphasizing that. So to anybody, old, young, children, no children, man, just get out.
The kid fair is out there. I mean, DC's doing their DC Nation sampler, which is based around the Cartoon Network hour block that they do.
Yeah.
And then we also even have Action Lab Entertainment's coming out with their NFL Rush Zone. I mean, this is great. I mean, I've seen Action Lab come up from the very beginning, so this has been great that these guys can put out a Free Comic Book Day book.
Yeah.
And then you got some other stuff out there. Mega Man is out. I mean, it's from Archie Comics. And then you got some other, Bleeding Cool is doing their stuff, which isn't really kid friendly, but it's more for the adults, which is cool.
One of the ones I'm looking forward to is the Arcana Entertainment book. or Arcana Studios, the Steampunk Origins presents the Steam Engines of Oz. It's like a steampunk retelling of The Wizard of Oz. The artwork in it looks fantastic. I can't wait to grab it.
And then we move up, we got the Walking Dead preview.
Gotta have The Walking Dead.
I mean, I think this is a standalone story, isn't it? Special. Yeah, it's a new short. So
there you go.
I mean, you got to get this if you're getting your regular series.
Exactly. And that's a nice tie, too, because there are so many people that I know that are big fans of the show itself that have never touched the comic book. And I'm telling them, I'm like, look, you were so passionate about this show. Go check out the source material. You'll love it even more, or just as much, And this is the perfect opportunity. This is one that I've highly recommended to a very group of people who are big fans of the show. It's like, look, here you go. Look, it's free. Read the damn book.
Now Marvel is bringing out their Infinity.
Yeah,
which
that's
is beginning story to their new summer crossover event.
Exactly. That's another thing that, especially Marvel and DC, have been really known for to do during Free Comic Book Days. Give you that taste, that sample of what's the big thing coming that year. And Marvel so far has not disappointed.
And then, of course, DC, tying in with their movie, they got the Last Son of Krypton #1 special edition coming out. I mean, everything always just ties in with one thing or another. I mean, but don't think this is just marketing. This isn't. These are really cool comics. A lot of these are just standalone editions.
Yes.
I mean, look at Dark Horse every year. They have their Star Wars. I mean, they've been doing that since year one, having a Star Wars special tie-in edition.
Yeah.
It's great,
It's fantastic, and it really does serve the purpose where I'm a avid comic book reader, but I don't read everything. I can't read everything. I wish I could read everything. But there's been certain times where I've picked up a comic book during Free Comic Book Day that I probably wouldn't have picked up off the shelf on my own. I've read the Free Comic Book, and I've started reading the series. It's a really great way of wetting your whistle, as to how much incredible stuff is out there.
Like I said, all these should be available at most stores. Some stores might not get as many as other stores, so make sure you get to the store early.
Yes.
That's a good thing. Check out what time your local store starts. A lot of the events starts, 9, 10 o'clock. Some stores might not open till noon. Who knows? But make sure you check what times. Like I said, we ourselves will be heading around Ohio, hopefully stopping somewhere.
We can't specifically say where we're going to be because that was an accurate representation. Ohio. We're going big and bold this year, man. This man is going to be putting some mileage on his car, probably more than we have in the past years of covering Free Comic Book Day, man. We're getting out there.
Like I said, any store, anywhere, any place.
Yes, anywhere. So, yeah, you owe it to yourself. We say this every year, but there's still people out there we haven't reached yet. You owe it to yourself. Find your local comic book store. Find out when Free Comic Book Day is. Get up. Go to it. It's more than just, like he said, a promotional publicity thing. They are events, and you would do yourself a great justice to head out to one.
I mean, a lot of stores has great creators right there in the store signing and doing sketch work and stuff like that. So check ahead. That's the best thing. Plan ahead for these. Find out what your local store is doing, and then even look around. Maybe there's some other stores in the area that you've never even been to.
That's right.
I mean, you might be down the street from a store and not even know it.
Exactly. I've been to cities and towns before where I've visited them 100 different times and didn't realize until someone had mentioned to me that there's a comic book store about 3 blocks that way. Who knew? Great. Another place I can drop $50 a week on. But yeah, you owe it to yourself. Free Comic Book Day. Can't wait.